Hey Virgo, it's your girl Tasha, aka Mama Jim, aka Jim Butterfly, and I am here with your team monthly general horoscope. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been liking, sharing, and subscribing to videos. I do want to apologize to anyone that has been trying to reach out to schedule readings with me. My phone completely Mercury retrograde. Let me just say, Mercury retrograde has wreaked havoc on all of my communication devices. Webcams went down. My phone completely broke and died. Would not even cut back on or turn back on. You know, I'm from the country. They cut it on. My phone wouldn't even cut back on. Children, I don't know. So if I could not get to you for readings, I do apologize. I will not be taking any readings during the month of undergoing a major move, major transition. So I don't want to commit to something and I won't be able to do so at that time. I want to get situated and comfortable before I start doing readings again. So hopefully that'll be fine, but I like to put these out for you guys because I know you guys look for them and I do like to do them. So, and provide these for you because I know I have select tarot readers that I watch faithfully every month or weekly. And shout out to Simply Love. And excuse me, because she's always giving me a shout out. Bless her sweetheart. And there's people that I listen to faithfully. And I'm just at the beginning of the month, I'm like a kid in the candy shop. I can't wait for everybody to post their videos. So let's get it on. And this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm actually, while I started off doing Gemini's on my tablet that moves ever so slowly, and it just shut down on me. You know, we are still in the Mercury retrograde shadow period. I'll be glad when it's over with on the 7th, but I'm thankful because I've learned some wonderful, wonderful things. But anyway, y'all, it's just been. But anyway, off of that, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's get it. Let's see what we have. Well, y'all had 2 cards pop up. I'm gonna let those stay right there until I'm gonna make this kind of quick. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm on phone. Oh. Virgo, I got stuff like popping out. You already had 3 cards pop out. Okay, Virgo. It just feels like y'all just want to be over with something. What you keep popping out for? What you keep jumping for? That's what I feel. Like these are multiple attempts to be done with something. Let me cards. All right. Yeah. 5 of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles. This is you. King of Cups. Page of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. So just what I said, I feel like some of you are just ready to be over with a situation. Could be a love situation that you're done. You know, you wanted something a little bit more stable. You wanted something that is definitely a little more mature. You want someone that's going to actually be a help, not a burden. I feel like for some of you may have already let this person go, and you're still grieving. But you're realizing that it's time for you to move forward. And there is a need to move forward. 1 foot in front of the other is what I'm seeing when I see the Page of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. Y'all, I apologize. I wish the camera was better so you can see these cards. In the very center of your reading, doing the card Celtic spread, you have the Wheel of Fortune being crossed by the Ace of Pentacles. Y'all, the Death. Pluto is in full effect, transforming everything. You hear me now? With the root, why is this all happening? Pluto has a definite hand in this. There's change and transformation going. What's happened in the past that brought you up to this situation, up to the present. The Knight of Pentacles, what's going on presently. The 9 of Swords, all over the place. What I tell you, you're all over the place. What's coming into the near future, you have the Lover's card. Where you are now or how you're feeling about this situation, the 3 of Wands. What's going on in your environment, family, job, work life, 3 of Cups. Any advice you have of Swords, and for your outcome, the Strength card. So, like I said, guys, I feel like for you, it feels every reading that I had, except for maybe like, Gemini or Cancer, one of them had a strong love influence to it. And I apologize if I don't necessarily get to career or money if you're looking for other aspects in your life. But I go by what I'm seeing with these cards and what I'm being led to tell you. And I feel like for a lot of these signs, it's been a love issue that's been going on. Transformations in love, be it self-love or love for someone else, or love for the job or whatever. But at the very center of your reading, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Um, Definitely are moving. It feels like to me, this feels very karmic, this relationship as well. This feels kind of like Cancer in a sense. But I feel like the only difference, Cancer still had some people coming back that they haven't gotten rid of. I feel like you have already gotten rid of this person, or whatever this is on its last leg. Um, but the challenge is being, I feel like the challenge is for you, whatever this was, whatever this ending was, because it feels like it is a new beginning. It's represented by the number. But I feel like for right now, Virgos, you're kind of seeing it as an ending in a sense. Um, you're seeing it as an ending, which it is an ending, but it was an ending for something that, okay. It's an ending for something that should have, that needed to end anyway. It wasn't healthy. It doesn't feel healthy. Um, like I said earlier, within this reading, you have the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Page, maybe a child involved, because you do have this page here, and you have this Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like this is a family situation. Like maybe you try to work it out, and maybe try to work it out for the kids or whatever, but it's not working. Um, and you do have a couple, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So I do feel like this is a relationship type of issue, and you really try to work it out, but for whatever reason, it's not. Um, Going back to the challenge, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is you just trying to keep a stable state of mind. Try maybe money, maybe money is the issue. Maybe you want to break away from this person, but money is an issue at this point in time. Um, Maybe you're financially dependent on this person. Um, and it could be very well. So I feel like for some of you, whoever this person is that if you're financially dependent on this person, maybe you both are working, but you don't make enough to sustain on your own, or maybe they actually are, they're the sole um, provider for the home. I don't feel like in the past that was the offer that was offered to you. Excuse me. I feel like things that were offered to you in the past is not what's actually going on in the present. And I feel like there's some type of disappointment that happened. You felt like in the past that you were making the right move. Um, yeah, you felt like you were making the right move. You felt like you had thought everything out. And, I just don't feel like things are actually working out the way that you thought it would. And that's why this worry is coming in with the Nine of Swords. Um, Again, moving into the future, you have the Lover's card. I feel like it makes me feel like you're Virgos. If I'm not mistaken, you guys have been going through some stuff in your love relationship, and you have more cards to pop out. The Lover's card is about a choice that you're going to have to make. And with this woman, I know you can't see it on the card, but she is definitely, I feel like this is you choosing yourself first, or choosing your emotional side first, because she's the one that's being lifted up in the air. So it makes me feel like she's the one that's being exalted. And then we have these dolphins that's in the back. So dolphins are very intuitive. So it makes me feel like it talks about making a choice based off your head versus based off your heart. And I feel like you're going to be making a choice based off your heart. Maybe in the past, because that's what you did with the Nine of Pentacles, you made a choice, a very logical choice. But I feel like now you're seeing that no, I should not have made this choice solely based off of logic. Their emotions were not taken account of within this relationship. Let me see what this card says. Yeah, 10 of Cups, 8 of Cups, the Star, and the 2 of Swords. So yeah, like you definitely want to move forward to a more happier situation, a more gratifying situation. You may not be making a move just yet. Um, yeah, Emotionally, you want to move. Mentally, you haven't gotten out of that train of thought to loose those chains around you. I don't see the eight of swords, but I feel it feels very eight of swords to me. There is a need to move on to a better emotional situation. Like I said with the lovers cards, you're choosing that feminine side. You're listening to that feminine side. This goes for males and females. Okay, um, because I had two kings to come up here, and that's what you're looking for. You're looking for balance. You're looking for that practical, logical, day to day, everyday love, but you want that spiritual love, and you want that emotional love too. And I feel like somebody's not being mentally stimulated. Okay, there's no balance here within this relationship, and I feel like spirit is coming in to grant you this opportunity, but you have to be willing to move forward. You want it with the three of wands. You're definitely looking forward to, like, I can't wait to be away from your ass. And this could be a third party situation. Um, because I do have the lovers, not the lovers, I'm sorry, the three of cups and the three of wands. So it makes me feel like there is some type of third party situation that went on here. You ever tried to go back to somebody in hopes that it would work out. It did not work out, and you want to move forward to someone else or something else. Um, what I would say with the three of cups, with your surroundings, how people are viewing you right now, I feel like people are viewing you immaturely, or they're thinking that you're making immature actions. Now, the three of cups, they be gossiping about you, they may be talking about you, but I really don't. The way I look at this, I don't feel like you're actually all concerned. You'd be aware that people are talking about you. And your name is in people's mouths all the time, but I really don't think you care. I think your main concern with the advice is really trying. If this is if finances is the hold up, you're going to be trying to work overtime. For the ones who are employed, you're going to be working overtime so you can get out of this situation. And as an outcome, you have the strength card. I feel like if this is a family situation, it's going to take some patience and some compassion and some understanding to be able to work with this. Sorry about that, guys. Yes. So it will require for you guys to have patience with each other, understanding. Definitely if this is a co-parenting situation, because I do feel like it is a co-parenting situation. Um, and just what I feel is that somebody's gonna probably be trying to act real petty with this. What I feel is one person is ready to walk away, and the other person is steadily trying to hold on. Um, and I feel like Virgo, you be the person that's trying to walk away, and your partner is that person that's trying to hold on. And because they feel you walking away, or because they know that you're trying to walk away, they start doing petty shit. Don't fall for the pettiness. That's what the strength card is saying. If you have to have the understanding that y'all have to work together, you have to understand that. I'm not really sure if that person has that understanding. This could be a baby father, a baby mother, ex-wife, well, soon to be ex-wife, soon to be ex-husband, whatever it is. This person seems like they're not trying to, I don't feel like they're trying to work with you. They feel like they're working against you. And I feel like that's part of the reason why you allow this relationship to kind of drag on just a little longer than it should have, because you knew you were going to get this reaction from this person. But with the strength card, it's telling you, you know what, you have to walk the high road with this person. And I'm not saying this is something, this is a major arcana card. So I don't believe like this. Of course, you guys know this is a family situation. I don't believe that it's going to be solved within the month of June. But it's just telling you in the month of June, towards the end of the month of June, you're going to be you're going to be gathering your strength back. You'll be gathering your overall understanding of this situation and the role that you need to play within this situation. So when this person starts acting crazy and want to start, being I want to say incorrigible, like they're acting like a kid is what I feel. But when they start acting like that and acting really petty, don't stoop to that person's level. Okay, that's not what you need to do. You need to walk with your chin up and keep walking forward. And just you don't want to get sucked back into that. Okay, so I just wanted to say that good luck to you guys, those who are walking away. Um, for some of you, just going with if this is not a love situation, I can see it as business too. Simply put, um, I feel like some of you be walking away from a business, from a job that you feel like you are no longer, you're not appreciated at this job. You've been putting in long hours and you've been putting all this work in and you haven't gotten, maybe you haven't gotten a raise or you haven't uh, advanced. And I feel like you really have put in the work. And but it's something about this job that kind of keeps you there. Maybe some perks there, but I do feel like you're going to be moving away with that too. And going with the Three of Cups, when I say about people gambling, maybe you're gambling. I don't know. People gossiping about you, especially if this is a job situation. I see that some of you are going to be moving away from a job, and this is going to be something so drastic to the people around you because it seems very comfortable, but you can't deal with it any longer. Um, there may be people be going, maybe talking about you like, I cannot believe she left this job. Like she had this, she had that. She can come and go as she please. You know, you have some type of I feel like you have leeway with this job, but you feel like this you're not advancing. Okay, you're not advancing with this job. So it's time for you to walk away, and I feel like you're gearing up the strength to walk away within if this is a job situation. Um, the only thing that's keeping you there is the fact that maybe I feel like the money be good for you. It could be, yeah, like if you were to walk away from this job and try to get something else, you'd be taking a pay cut in a sense because of where you are. Like you've been grandfathered in and you've gotten, you're at the top of your pay scale. And that'd be one of the reasons why you decided to leave in the first place. Like, I can't advance anymore here anyway. I can't earn anymore. You're at the very cap. You capped out. But I see Virgos, regardless whether it's love or a business relationship, because this is about love as well. I see you walking away from something, and um, you're choosing, you're choosing to put yourself first, and you're choosing to honor yourself, and you're choosing to be in a situation that is a little, it's you, it makes me feel like you're trying to move out of your comfort zone. Okay. And which for some, for Virgos, I know that's not an easy task to do because you guys, I feel like you thrive better in routine, but this is not a routine that you want to even surround yourself in for the rest of your life, long term. You see that now. I don't think you saw that it was all good at one point in time, but you don't feel that way anymore. So stay encouraged, my Virgos. Good luck to you. And I will see you in the month of July. Love you. Bye.